Slumdog Millionaire really did a number on us. In this age of TikTok millionaires, where everyone can make it big in crypto with money from their grandma, there's no excuse for anyone to complain they're poor. Except, not everyone makes it. It's a battle of the fittest out there, and only the best will prevail. The best, and the ones who are nasty enough to create multiple dropshipping websites. I've always wondered, did anyone ever buy something off one of those sites? Making a fortune is pretty easy when you already have a fortune. But what about those of us who have to start at the bottom? The chances go down considerably if you aren't able to get a modest loan of a few million from your parents. Yet there are some signs out there who are more likely to get rich than the rest of us. And they're the ones that we'll discuss today. Try to contain your envy. Number 1. Capricorn. You should have seen this one coming. The house ruled by Capricorn in a natal chart is called the House of Enterprise, and that's because they're the ultimate CEOs, waiting for their shot. Their work ethic is impeccable, and their resilience allows them to work longer hours than most of us consider possible. It's true that Capricorns must also face many hardships in life, but just as the mountain goat manages to climb the highest mountains, they can too. Just to get a taste of that sweet, sweet grass. Or, in this case, moolah. Capricorns will bend over backwards. And ultimately, they will manage to retire with a hefty sum in their bank account. Because, working hard for decades will eventually lead to some serious cash. Number 2. Gemini. At the other end of the spectrum, Geminis don't have a work ethic as strong. In fact, if they could work less, they would. They're much more interested in satisfying their curiosity and meeting new people. They want to learn new things and use their minds to think the unthinkable. Overtime has no place in their schedule. Yet there are many ways to make a million, and Geminis have the gift of making connections. Their sociable nature allows them to meet all the right people that can help advance their career or introduce them to new ways of making money. Plus, their quick minds and knack for technology let them to be on top of trends and innovations, which is a surefire way of getting pretty rich. Number 3. Virgos. Virgos combine the resilience and work ethic of a Capricorn with the quick and detail-oriented mind of the Gemini. They're literally the best of both worlds. Virgos know that hard work alone isn't the way to go, but they won't avoid putting in effort when it's needed. Virgos will usually have multiple income streams and manage to be on top of them pretty easily. Their organizational skills are just what's needed for building multiple businesses at the same time and not going mad with the number of details they need to remember. Plus, they have a talent for surfing the stock market, which makes them fantastic investors. And number 4, Aries. Lastly, Aries doesn't have any of the qualities mentioned so far. But what they lack in terms of wits, communication, and resilience, they make up for in pure, unhindered ambition. Aries is made out of pure will, and they will stop at nothing to prove they are the best. So, in a society that cares so much about money, it's clear why they would be so dead set on becoming the youngest millionaires on Earth. This sign will destroy everything on its way to the top, and that's final. Coincidentally, they're also the ones who like to get rich, especially if they were born into poverty. The lack of money lights a fire under them. It's insane. Never change, Aries.